All right, guys, welcome to the show. I'm going to do a little quick one today, nothing too crazy or anything like that. Just want to make a nice little update on some of the stuff that I've seen and what I'm seeing basically, all of this bearish action and see all this crazy news and all this crap that we see, market down another 4 point something percent. And all of this is just kicking in basically pretty much the same as what we thought, like, when we were looking at the market data, when we were seeing how this weekly RSI and stochastic RSI was giving us this weekly bearish divergence and whatnot, and how everything just looked bearish, right? Just bearish. And I've been talking about how crypto markets just been boring. Half of this money that we've been losing is just money that we've been losing very much, right? So it's just been stupid, right? So yeah, I just wanted to quickly look at the market, see what it is. Hello, see bro, how you doing? I'm not going to make this long. I just want to quickly just like do a nice little update and keep everybody informed of what I feel or what do I think the market's going to do. So nothing too long today. So yeah, because I'm actually at work right now, so I've only got like a very small amount of time for me to do what I need to do. So one thing we want to see is we can see some coins are pumping. Great. All right, some of these altcoins, some of these shit coins, and some good ones as well. So eGold, AVAX, Theta, One. These are great coins. I'll be honest with you. These are absolutely, even Tomo here. These are great coins. So looking at them, we can see the market is pumping, but not the major coins, mostly the altcoins. So that's all good for us. I mean, when we look at this, absolutely fine, not an issue. We can see this, like, it's like in that thin thread or line or whatever you call it, where it's kind of struggling, and you can see when these two are affected, everything else takes a bit of a shit. In fact, today, I mean, Ethereum's suffering quite a bit. It's been a significant drop for Ethereum. If you notice over the past couple of days, it's been significant for Ethereum. The others were expected because obviously those were pumping, so you expect anything that pumps has to dump at some point. AVAX is performing okay, some other coins pumping. Yeah, ultimately, the market's doing what it needs to do. But I want to talk about this chart. I'm not going to make this too long, right? I just want to talk about this chart. I've just plotted a few bits and bobs. I've got the Hey KR, how you doing, bro? I've got the NVT and HV, so historical volatility in net volume, right? So that's what I've got here, and we're just looking at this. And remember, so I changed the colors a little bit. Obviously, by default, it's usually red this here, and it's usually white here. But I just wanted to make it look a bit nicer, so I've put white here. Now, we know whenever we are bullish, right, we actually stay in this white zone. So we can see whenever we're bullish, and this is on a daily, and you can look at this on a daily or a weekly time frame. We know that whenever we're bullish, when the market's continuing, you can see this area here, we are usually white. Okay, everything seems okay. When we pop into these red zones, then we become bearish. So what I was looking at is this particular area here. You can see how all of this is still white. So this is showing me that there is still some bullish action in there. It's just not showing up, right? So there is some bullish news in there, but it's just not showing up for us. You know, because when you look at the HV, when you look at the NVT, everything's signaling that it is actually bullish. Now, there's another funny part I just found here. So when I was looking at the MACD, what I'm looking at is moving average convergence divergence, and we can see this lovely little weekly convergence happening here, right? You know, we've got this bullish momentum coming in, and also indication that the market wants to be bullish. But remember, it's on a higher time frame, while we're seeing the stochastic RSI and the RSI going down. So you can see that the averages are giving us this bullish. Remember, we've just had the 50-week sorry, not the 50-day and 200-day golden cross. We've just had that. And all of this is just telling us, look, guys, everything is saying be bullish. So this is what this is telling us, be bullish. We can see trading sentiment is down a little bit. We can see the stochastic RSI, sorry, the RSI itself, the relative strength indicator, is also showing that it wants to come down. So ultimately, the market was hot. Market wants to come down a little bit, but ultimately, you can see these moving average signatures that we see are pumping, and you know, even this as well, historical volatility as well. Everything is saying we need to pump, we're ready for it. So we see this, and you know, puts us in a bit of a dilemma. So anybody who's doing TA puts you in a little bit of a dilemma and says, well, you've got all of these data points here, but you have a problem because you've got a disagreement, right? So this is showing positive, this is showing positive, you know, all your moving average is showing positive, but your RSI, relative strength, is showing down. So the momentum indicator is showing down, you know. So these are trend and these are momentum, right? So we've got this bit of a divergence, you want to call it, right? You know, it's not, is it bullish or is it bearish? So we got this little bit of an area where we're kind of undecisive, and this all leads back to where we are right now. And this is really funny, right? So when you look at this on a weekly, you can see that you've got this area here where we're finding support, right? And we're just kind of like hovering at this area. So when we look at all of this, we can see that the data is suggesting that we could even potentially come down to the bottom. We talked about this $38,000, right? Question is, are we going to hold this $38,000? Because if you don't hold this $38,000, then we've got a potential to come down. Because we've had, you know, this low here, and we've had a lower low and another lower low, which is not good on a weekly, right? Ultimately, if you look at it on a weekly, it's not really good. You know, but then we do have many other datas, like the daily datas, that if we look at the daily data points, we can see where we are right now. And yeah, this is just not good at all. You know what I mean? Ultimately, there's some good news there. You see the bottom line here, right? So just a little bit of a trend analysis, nothing more. So if you look at this specific red candle here, provided we can stay above this one specific red candle, I think the market might do a nice little recovery and then just shoot up. So I'll give it a couple of days, you know, potentially even a couple of weeks, actually, to be honest, because the way this market has been reacting, I could even see a couple of weeks before we see any kind of a nice little resistance, nice little reversal for us to go back to these levels. All right. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, we're in some crazy territory right now. You know, what I'm seeing is just pathetic. I mean, for me, I'm seeing this last line of support as 30, and some analysts are also talking about it coming back to the 30, and we've talked about it going even further, maybe even touching the 27. And for me, if it does go to 27, guys, this is it. It's the end of the game. I think we're going to be in an extended bear market for some time, right? Perfect opportunity to buy as many as you can and hodl, because that means the market will come back up. There has been a few bits and bobs people have been showing me on like Twitter and all of that, you know what, it's just noise. I'm going to ignore all of those. I'm not going to even talk about it on the show. I think it's just going to ruin the show, ruin my mood, because I was really, really annoyed when I saw some stuff. I was like, I don't understand how people just start connecting dots. But ultimately, look, let's just follow some data that we've got here. You know, just some basic data, right? Nothing too extravagant. Just keep it simple, right? So we've got 3 indicators here. So we get 1, 2, 3 indicators. Let's get rid of this. We know this is showing us bullish, so let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. And let's just jump into this particular indicator and talk about this, right? So what we're seeing is this is the MACD, versus the VWAP, right? Whatever they were calling it. But that's what's there. So far, we can see, look, we formed this pattern here. So we were bullish here, awesome, and then we can see how the sentiment and momentum and everything just went down. So this is the indicator, right? So we can see the MACD here, and this is the signal line, right? So we can see all of it. Actually, this is the signal line. This is the MACD. Now, what we want to see is this area to close up, right? Close up, and this line here is the center point. So we want to see this area here to close up and then flip upwards and then come and do this, right? That is where we are all bullish, totally bullish here, right? Here we can see that we might potentially have a few more days of being bearish, because look, this gap hasn't closed up, and you'll see historically it you know, it doesn't just randomly just flip over, it gradually grows over. So if you look carefully, it's always gradually. So I hope anybody who doesn't understand any of this, look, when we have a pattern like this, we have to close this, like color this area in, you know, gradually get in there and get that whole thing, you know, back to normal, and then make that pattern before we shoot up. I think that's going to happen very soon. It's just a matter of time. But that gives us a good indication that it's not going to be this week, you know, and it all leads into where we were going to talk about our like the 24th, right? So 24th of September, we do have a options expiry date, so it does bring us into that 24th, right, which is on Friday. So you can see this line here, it brings us here, and all of this kind of coincides. If you look carefully, you can see how all of this kind of puts us into that zone. So this will start reducing eventually to come back to bullish, as long as we are, you know what I mean? And it could last another couple of more days, you know. So either way, you can see this is giving us 2 days here and giving us 2 more days here as well before it flips over. So we've got this little bit of a leeway for us to do what we need to do. So let's see what it does. I'm just going to stay patient. As I said, for me, nothing changes. The bullish attitude that I have right now doesn't change until we come to this level. So this is a key level. If we do come to $38,000, 200 here, but we'll just call it $38,000, that's when I'll be a little bit worried. Until then, I don't think I need to be worried. I think until then, we might just do a lovely little recovery and shoot up again. Because, I mean, we've had 2 liquidation events here. It's just been pathetic, right? Probably just massive, you know, manipulation and everything. Obviously, people are expecting to go, you know, since the golden cross. Can you imagine? Since the golden cross, everyone's been all hyped up, excited, and look where we are now. Let's have a look at this. What's this? Who's messaging me here? Bubble's at work. No worries, Bubble, I'll catch you later, bro. So yeah, Bubble's at work. We'll catch him later, not to worry. But that's what we got. So yeah, I mean, look, all the signals here. I mean, on the daily, this is definitely a good confirmation. So we have a lovely convergence here. You can see how the market is indicating, like the stochastic RSI, the RSI, and the MACD, all indicating that we are going to be bearish for a few more days. So I mean, give it a couple of more days, guys. Be patient. You know, I'm not going to vanish on you. Like today, I actually didn't vanish. I was actually helping OC. So OC and me, we were actually kind of doing a few bits and bobs earlier on. That's one of the reasons why I completely got distracted a little bit, but not too much. But I had other bits and bobs to do, you know, so I just thought I'll do that, give priority to my other stuff I need to do, while I kind of help OC as well. So he didn't get in the way or anything like this. I was kind of multitasking, here we are. So I'm still here. Don't worry, I haven't vanished or anything. It's like, oh, market's down, you know, Sham's gone. No, I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Nothing's wrong. I'm just here to update you and tell you, look, the fact is that we are going to go down. And what happened to Polygon and other coins? They're shit coins. Shan vlogs, bro. Shit coins are always shit coins, right? You know, it takes a lot of effort to get to the you know, the proper cryptocurrency level. A lot of these coins, what you have, no, don't be sorry, bro. What's wrong with you? Don't be sorry. A lot of these coins, right, when you've got Polygon and other coins, they're all going to pump as long as the market pumps, right? Hey, Anis, how you doing, bro? So yeah, when the market starts pumping, they'll all recover, right? They just follow the entire market. Do you know what I mean? So I hope this kind of explains to you, Shan. It's not about, you know, why is Polygon not pumping? Well, if the entire market's dumping, the entire market's hey Clutch, how you doing, bro? Thank you for coming into the show as well. But yeah, as I said, look, entire market does its thing, and money just doesn't, you know, we don't really have trillions and trillions of dollars to pump into this stuff, right? We don't have mega corporations pumping it into each other. So when you have situations like this, we usually have money moving in from the big boys to the small boys, and then the small boys back to the big boys. So that's what's happening right now. And right now we know that a lot of money is sitting in the USDT, right? So a lot of money is just sitting in the USDT, getting ready to go and pick up some of the stuff. But at least you can see some of these have been pumping. I mean, e-gold is surviving. It's being pumped, which is awesome, with a loss of 2,500 sorry 25,000 rupees. So 25,000 rupees is approximately £2,500. What to do next? Well, personally, what number one rule we have in this channel, so I'm not going to say it's a crypto rule, Shan, this is a crypto rule you must have: never ever sell your coin for a loss. So if you're sitting at 25,000 rupees of loss, my advice to you, brother, hold on until the market recovers, and when the market recovers, you'll make a lot more. You know, I just hope you didn't jump in on a hype, because this is where people get burnt a lot. On this channel, we always say that, you know, we don't buy stuff on green candles or when the market's pumping, right? We don't buy, we wait for the market to come back to these levels, because they always come back. It doesn't matter where you are, the market will always come back, right? For example, where we are right now on BTC, you know, we can actually calculate how far we might actually even come down. So if we just use this particular data, right, this is also confirming, look, we can come down to as low as 38,000. You see, there's a confirmation there. Even the Fibonacci's are telling us that this box, the bottom of this box, is exactly where we might come back down to, and then do a rebound. So we know, you know, for us, we're already calm, because we know that since this particular area, was expected. Do you know what I mean? So when you're talking about Matic, let me bring you some Matic as well. Give me a second. Right, so what Matic has done right now, let's bring this in as well so I can show you quickly, right? So let's just get rid of this. So this is where Matic is right now, right? So if you are going to be working out on Matic and you're going to say, okay, Matic has, you know, how far can Matic go and what's the situation right now, we can use this data. And so far Matic seems to be coming and actually finding support exactly on this line. I mean, look at it, this is magic, right? Magic, look at this. So once Matic really picks up from this area, then we can start doing another target, and we can say, okay, right now we're here, for example, so what can we do from here, and how far can we go? We can use these data and we can say, okay, Matic has a great opportunity. And I've just realized something, so let me quickly do something, guys. I just realized I switched off my 1618. Damn me. So you can see that we have an opportunity to recover and come back to these zones and move forward from there, and hopefully go further. And ultimately, if we look at the entire market right now, so where we were to where we are now, and we can use the body, you can see that there is a potential for us to go back to the $2.49 level. So the $2.49 level is actually an awesome level. That means that we're coming back to this previous all-time high. So any losses you've made, you should recover. And remember one thing, when we're closer to this area, when we come into this area, then we've got the potential to break up and create brand new highs. Do you know what I mean? So just hodl, patience, let the market do its thing, because there's, you know, when the market's dumping, I know it's fearful, I know you're scared, but what you need to do is not sell for a loss, because that's what a lot of people do. They sell for a loss and they regret it later. You don't need to. If the market's going to move up, it's going to move up, and when the market's going to go down, it's going to take the whole market down. You know what I mean? So this is what it is. But look, we're just so close of where we are right now. I think we're okay. Do you know what I mean? From where we are, I think we're okay. And this is not financial advice, it's just my opinion. Thank you so much. Actually, your words make me really confident. Awesome, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. But this is the truth, you know. Don't sell for a loss. You know, you've made money, you've lost money, you know, you're at a loss, you've got the coin. Now, understand this. You bought a cryptocurrency. Think of it like a piece of land. It's your piece of land. Those cryptocurrency that you bought, those Matic that you bought, this is your property. You can move it off the exchange, you whatever you want. That's your property. Sadly, property values are not always the same, and they don't always go up, and they don't always stay down. Do you know what I mean? So treat it like a property. And if you do that, you'll see that when the market recovers, your property is still there. So of course, you've lost money value. Everybody has lost money value, but the property is still there. So if you own, say, for example, I'm going to just give it with Bitcoin. You own one Bitcoin. You still own one Bitcoin, even if the price comes down to here. You still own one Bitcoin. All you have to do is wait for that Bitcoin or that asset or property to go back to a higher price and sell it again. Not a problem, you know. But one thing I do have to be honest with you is, remember, I'm not being rude when I say shitcoins. I have many of them. I've even traded Matic. I've had Matic. What I'm trying to say is the entire market reacts bigger, worse, much more worse when Bitcoin and Ethereum react these times, right? So whenever these two coins react, everything else just reacts harder, you know. But as I said, money moves up and down these whole system, you know. There's not any extra money. Money moves in and out, creates value, and then overall these coins get valued at a lot more, you know. So much factory. I sold underperforming coins at a loss during the dump to buy coins I thought were better. Did I do a dumb thing? Yes, Rico. You just did a very dumb thing, bro. You don't do that. Never ever sell your crypto for a loss. Hodl that bag. Don't worry about it. That's why I always say pick one or two coins, right? And what is Polygon target next? I just told you, bro. Polygon target is here. Look, $2.49. So if target, you have to understand, there's two ways of target. If Polygon pumps, it goes to $2.49. If Polygon dumps, then sadly, look, if Polygon dumps, right, and you can use this particular data, right, and we can use this, and we can say, if Polygon dumped, how far can it go? Well, so far it says this was the price, $1.07, right? And I think we just came there, right? Look at this, we're actually here right now. And if we fall even below, then obviously each of this Fibonacci lines, for example, the 786, and in between this is known as the golden pocket. So this would be a golden pocket area to buy. You know, these are perfect zones to enter. So most institutions usually like to buy around these zones. So if you understand all of this as well, you'll know that, institutions will not let it go below this because they want to pick up those nice little bargains and nice little discounts around this area. I hope this kind of makes sense. But yeah, I mean, Rico, sorry to hear this, bro, but you should not ever sell for a loss. Okay, you know, you bought it. Remember, it's an asset, it's a property. Your crypto that you bought on an exchange is an asset. Why would you want to get rid of your asset as a loss? You're in it for the money. You stick around for the money. You kind of take your emotion away about how much money you've lost. Just stick with your coin. Stick to your coin. Your coin's going to make you money at the end of the day when the market recovers. You know, market does its thing, and it's not just us, it's everybody. Like, you know, I was talking about S&P 500 yesterday. Look, they're down. And they're crying about it bigger than us, and we're just relaxed. We're like, nah, it's fine, no worries. Bitcoin comes back, cryptocurrency comes back. You know, here's the Dow Jones. Look at this. They had a crazy dump yesterday, and they all started panicking. I mean, these were news headlines, guys. News headlines, right? And here we are, we're chilling. We're like, yeah, so what? It comes down. We expect it. Fibonacci lines do everything. Everything's been indicating it's coming down. We didn't need the news to tell us to come down. We are here already. Do you know what I mean? When we see these kind of things, we already have a level. And remember, I didn't calculate this level. I calculated here, right? This Fibonacci is calculated up to here. And it says it's going to come down to here. And so far, it's looking like it will. Everything else is also indicating coming down here. So it's okay. It's okay. And then we have the 24th of September, which is an options expiry. So any institution or any investor who's looking at the markets and observing the global market, why would they even enter before the 24th? They're like, okay, look, it's dumped before the 24th. Just let it dump a little bit, and then we'll pick it up. We'll get ourselves a little bit more discount. I mean, who would, if I was to tell you today, or I did tell a lot of people yesterday as well, I said, if I tell you that we're going to come down a little bit more, wouldn't you rather buy some more here, buy that dip here, rather than FOMOing in here, assuming this is the bottom? So if you thought this was the bottom, and I'm saying the market's saying we're going to come back down here, and if you bought it around here, wouldn't it be better for you? Do you know what I mean? Wouldn't it just be so much better for you? So That's what it is. I know there's a few guys here who watched yesterday's stream. There's a brother here as well. KR's here as well. We spoke about 1 a.m. last night, and yeah, I mean things played out exactly the same. So let's see what it does. But look, just stay positive. Just stay positive. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I don't know what you're doing, and you know, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like. Let's get the people out there and let's get them all calm. You know, we're not trying to hype anything. We're just trying to be calm and chill out. You know what I mean? And see where the market goes and takes us, because the market's awesome. You know, if you understand the market for what it is, if you respect the market for what it's trying to do, it's actually an awesome market. You know, it's alive, it's kicking, it's buzzing. I mean, if you go Twitter, wherever you go, awesome. Wait RSI dropped below 20 finally. All right, I see what you're talking about. So you're talking about this is not RSI, this is the RSI, stochastic RSI, right? But let me show you OC, so I know what you're talking about. The stochastic RSI is between 20 to 80. The RSI default is between 70 to 30. Remember, 70 to 30, and the middle point is usually 50, right? So remember this. However, remember what I said, I have a slightly different setting that I do. So for me, I use this data here. Where is it here? So I use these points here as my buying zones. This is my buying zone, and I use this data here as my selling trigger zone, right? So this is a trigger for me to say, so 70 to 75 is a trigger point for me. So anything from 70 to 75 I sell. Anything from 30 to 40 on the yellow line, this yellow RSI, not the stochastic, the RSI is my so this is a pickup buying zone and this is a selling zone. Remember this, right? And stochastic RSI, if it comes all the way down here, blue line is fine. We also need the red line to come down, so understand what I'm saying, right? So we need the red line to, and let's make this red line to come down here, do its thing, right? So this is red, remember this is red, is doing its thing, and then what we need is the blue line to flip over, right? The blue line to do this, and let's make this blue just to kind of demonstrate here. So blue line to flip over, and when the blue line flips over, we are now ready to go back up again, ready to go to the moon, right? And we also need the red line, for example, this red line here, to start following us upwards and give us that upward momentum. So everything has to kind of let me just delete this because I know what I did here. So you can see this is the pattern we want. We want the red line to stay below, but moving upwards. We want the blue line to stay above, moving upward. This is the confirmation that the market's going back up. Okay. I've been starting at the chart all day today, staring at the chart all day today, but today it hasn't dropped below 20 yet. Depends on what time frame you're looking at. All right, this is the daily chart. So daily obviously looks awesome, obviously higher time frame, bigger the data, stronger the data, but you can obviously look at different time frames just in case you want to see, you know, you want to get excited a little bit. You can use slightly lower time frames and get excited, not an issue. I mean, look at this, for example, this is the 4 hourly, and RSI has been there, but unfortunately it's not giving us this bullish indicator yet. So it did become bullish, but here we have this bearish divergence here, so it's not absolutely bullish here, right? If you look at the, say, 3 hourly here, for example, you can see, look, it's looking super bullish here. If you can see on the 3 hourly, all of this is bullish. All of this, everything is indicating bullish here. So that's the 3 hourly. If you look at the 2 hourly, you can see that it's indicating no, we're coming back down again. You see what I mean? So 2 hourly indicating coming back down. If you look at hourly, so this is really cool actually to see. So you can see how we went down to this 32 zone, 34 zone. We pumped up, but we didn't confirm. And remember what I said, sometimes I use this data, so this setting up works for me, and I use this to my advantage. So I can see the blue line is leading, but it hasn't really come down here, or hasn't really flipped above again. We want it to flip above the red line. None of this has happened, right? So ultimately this is indicating that it still wants to push down, and this is on an hourly. You can see it wants to push down, right? Once it pushes down and then comes into this oversold territory, it will pump up. Yeah, hourly. But yeah, I mean, again, look, if you want to see it, it's fine, just move over to a 30-minute and look what happens on the 30-minute. Do you know what I mean? So, but remember what I told you, even if it doesn't, sometimes you're trading, and if you don't have it, Don't worry about it. Let it go. Let it go. If you're waiting for it and your time's up, you've had your trading session, you want to sit down, you wanted to open that perfect trade and the session never came, right? OC, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just wait for the next trade. Wait for tomorrow, The opportunities are infinite. They will always come. BTC or every coin, bro. Which coin is at sorry, he said, Ennis asked, which coin is at the moment the best or the smartest to invest in? If you're a smart investor, you will always invest in the one with the highest monetary power in it, right? And according to the market capitalization, we can see the biggest money is sitting in these two coins here. So that would be the two smartest coin to leave your money, obviously, if it's for a long term, because potentially these are the giants. They are always going to have most money. I mean, think about this: $796 billion invested on an entire market with 230 million wallets. Million to billion. Remember, 1,000 million makes a billion, and we have 796 billion here. So when we're looking at these kind of monetary value, most of the boys with big money are sitting here. So yeah, smartest to invest in. Okay, BTC or just every coin almost. Yeah, I mean, top 10 is always a safe bet, but the higher you are in these ranking, the better you are, obviously excluding Tether, USD and everything, right? So the higher you are up here, the better it is. This is what it is, because these are long-term holding. These are the ones that will make you money over time anyway. And indeed, let it go and be patient. Okay, I'll probably continue till 12 p.m. But should my session be ending with a sell, or does it not matter? So if you're in profit and you think, so whenever, say for example, okay, let me OC, okay, let's do this. So OC sees a trade and he says, like, look, I saw this trade. So OC, this is for you. We see this trade and he says, look, I can see this and this is going to be super, super bullish and I'm here, but my trading session's over. What do I do now? So what you do now, OC, you obviously, this is your trading session, you jump into your daily and say, well, does the daily also, and for example, we're just using this as an example, by the way, is the daily still bullish? As long as the daily one is still up and not showing a shape like this, then you can leave the trade and come back tomorrow. Absolutely fine, not an issue. Or you can even have a take profit or stop loss automatically, or you can set up a trailing stop and say, well, if it trails by, comes down by 10%, then exit, right? So as long as I'm making profit, keep on going. And if I end up, if the market's gonna collapse by 10% or 5%, then let me take that and get out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you can do that. Now let's see what's going on here. Continue to open, because I can imagine if I buy and end my session, it wouldn't make sense. You can leave it. You can do all sorts of stuff. So yeah. I have low percentage invested in some little coins with good coin developers. I invested like 5-10% in coin named defi music coin. Okay, awesome, bro, awesome. Look, everybody in the crypto sphere, all the developers, and I think OC knows exactly what I'm talking about, because I did kind of give him a sample today, right? Everyone's trying to build something, trying to create something. Every project is a great project until it's not. And what I mean by that is everyone's attempting to build something, establish something, and if it's successful, they're going to move with it, right? They're going to go out there, they're going to develop it further, do whatnot. So building a coin is not the problem. Building the technology and the infrastructure and the ecosystem and the people, community behind it, that's the hardest part. Building the token is not hard at all. I actually showed OC how it's done, and I'm going to leave it there. I wouldn't really want to go into the detail, but it literally takes 60 seconds if someone knows what they're doing to, kind of print a coin on Ethereum. It's not that hard, right? But as I said, the project is only successful when we have the community and the development moving forward, right? That's when it becomes a successful project, not before that. Coins anybody could make. That's not hard at all. I mean, I don't have a computer science degree or anything. I can build a community. I can build a coin within a few minutes. Do you know what I mean? So that's the easy part. And a lot of these good, great projects with great developers, what they do is when they fail, and this is the sad part, when they fail from getting the attraction or getting the community, if they've made one or two coins or whatever, they've made some money, that's when they leave. So rug pulls are not intentional half the time. Do you know that? They actually rug pull because they have no choice. They had no choice. They've made the money and they're like, you know what, sod it, I'm going. You know, most people are not intending to do it in the beginning, but they end up being scams and doing rug pulls because they just didn't get the attention. But I mean, if the developer's building something and he's expecting to get attention, I mean, don't blame the community, because we've got 12,035 coins here, and majority of them are just copycats. I mean, look, for example, let me give you a good example. I'm going to ignore this one for now. So Ethereum builds a smart contract platform. The ex-founder of Ethereum goes and builds Cardano. What is it? It's another smart contract platform. So what's he doing new? He's not doing anything new. He's just copycat, right? So, okay, I'm going to do it. My fees are going to be low. Well, fine. Then comes along Binance, does the exact same thing, literally copies every single Ethereum code and does the same thing. It's another copycat. So they're all copycats. Even these big boys are copycats. Do you know what I mean? Or Solana comes along and says, okay, we can build a smart contract. And boom, it's another copycat. I don't diss them for that, right? You know what I mean? They're all copying. I mean, what's new? I mean, we understand BTC was a store of value, a monetary system, which then evolved, and Ethereum came along and Ethereum built a supercomputer. Great. What's everyone else done? Nothing. The only other innovation we've seen in the space that's pretty new was decentralized finance. But then again, that attribute goes back to Ethereum because of smart contracts. And probably the newest innovation is NFT, non-fungible token. What else has the industry given us? Everyone's a copycat. You know what? There's absolutely nothing. Everyone's copying. Oh, smart contracts, this, that. They're just diluting the market. No one's really building anything. I mean, any one of these coins could have been a failure. Any one of these coins could have taken your money and just left if they didn't succeed. But now they have, right, where they have, for example, $10 billion invested in there. They have enough funding to continue. Do you know what I mean? So follow the money. That's where the success is, right? And the ones that didn't succeed, the money's not there. Sadly, they're just going to go. You know what I mean? They don't have enough attention. Don't blame the people, because it's just so many, and someone who understands knows this. And this is why I do plug my money into all of them. I say, why choose one? I have all of them. Right? Hey, awesome, bro. Awesome. Food arrived. You're making me hungry. But yeah, this is what it is. Everyone's doing the same thing. You name it. Algorand, this, that, everybody. For God's sake. Something like Chainlink is different. That's unique, right? Something like GRT, that's very unique. Something like ICP is pretty unique, but I don't recommend anyone buying this now. But Polygon, what is Polygon doing? Literally is a copycat of Ethereum, right? They call it a layer 2 because how they changed a few parameters and made the fees and everything cheap. What are they doing? Here's a unique project, for example. They are have their own SDK for you to go and build blockchains. Now that's unique. Do you know what I mean? So there are projects out there unique, but most of them are just copycats. Everyone's just trying to say, well, I can do it better than you can. Okay, do what? Same thing as me? What did you really change? Nothing, apart from some fee structures and this and that. Nothing has changed. So for that reason, these two stay as a crypto. Everything else is just a complete shitcoin. Do you know what I mean? Is today just a bad day for the hourly on BTC, or is it always this dim? It's just today, bro. When the market momentum moves, right? So the sentiment is moving in a particular direction. Sadly, this is what you see. So, this is just the way psychology works, because people are afraid to put their money into stuff like this. And when they are afraid, when the sentiment is down, sadly, people are not pumping their money in. Do you know what I mean? So this is the hardcore truth about everything. But saying that, on the hourly, I'm seeing some great movements here. On the hourly, I'm seeing BTC wants to push now. You see, look, BTC is getting set. Everything is indicating BTC is getting set to push up. So this is confirming BTC wants to spike up, which is awesome. So we can see we had this divergence here already, and now it wants to start to push up. Great. This is on the hourly. We're looking at the stochastic and the RSI, and we can see again, these two want to pump up. So that move is coming in, so it's all showing bullish. And also you can confirm this by looking at the actual candles showing us that bullish nature. So all of this is confirming, look, we're about to go bullish again. you know what I mean? But remember, when you're trading an hour, you trade it on, you buy on 1 hour and you sell on the other hour, full stop. You know, you're constantly doing it. You're swing trading basically. I feel like I should maybe swap to either a lower time frame or more volatile coin. What is your opinion? I want to practice trading. Bro, you don't want to be so stick around with BTC. It will do its thing, so don't worry too much about it. That's all I'm going to say. Stick with BTC. Just pick one and stick to it. The whole market's doing the same thing right now. Every single coin is doing the same thing. And if you're going to go and do something on a pump coin, then you're going to get wrecked. You're going to lose your money within 5 minutes and you're gone. So stick with BTC. You know, you remember, you buy on the bottom of a red candle and you sell on the top of a green candle. You will never lose money. You know, you're always going to make money on this one. So that should be what you should be doing, right? What RSI graph was that again with the sentiment? Which one? This particular one here. This is the stochastic versus the RSI, stochastic RSI basically. That's what I'm using. The indicator is here. If you do RSI, type in RSI, it shows up, and it's this one here, created by Rory Highside, which is a very good one. You can see he's had 2,400 downloads. This is the one. It's the RSI and stochastic RSI overlay, right? So use that one and see. It's really good because it's just an overlay. I'm just, rather than using two different indicators, I just use one. What graph is that again? I should probably take the sentiment into consideration as well to tame my impatience. Yes, absolutely. And if you're using the MACD, you can use the MACD as well. MACD is awesome as well. This is the moving average, so it's obviously taking the moving average on a 50, 100-hour candles and 200-hour candles, and using that to actually give you what the market momentum is doing on the thing, on the hourly time frames. You know what I mean? So you can use that data as well. It's there. You know, but yeah, let's see what happens. You know, let's see what happens. You know, market's doing its thing. Let it do its thing. Hourly looking awesome, but again, I wouldn't really bother. I'll be honest with you guys, honest truth, right? I'm going to tell you this, you're going to laugh your head off, right? We're looking at this on an hourly. I'm not even bothered looking at this. Why? Because remember what I said, this 24th is looming. This 24th is coming. So when this 24th is coming, until then, we don't really expect anything. Everything is indicating it's going to be down. So just expect this, you know, just chill out, relax a little bit, let it do its thing. Once it does its thing, then we're okay. But as I said, if we are going to go below this $38,000 level, this range, then we start worrying. But other than that, you know, it could be a bounce. It's fine. When we have another little bounce, I think we're going to come back more stronger, more powerful, and continue. So that's what I'm looking for. And there's absolutely no hopium. This is just kind of like, you know, based on what we've got here, right? When we've got this zone here, this area here, we're just basing on this. And this zone area, remember, it was not done on a daily. This is showing up on a daily. This was done on a weekly. So if you look here, what am I basing on? I'm basing it on this candle here, this wick here, the high, peak, and this body here. And I'm just taking that back and I'm saying, well, if this was the situation here, then what's the range? And this is the range. You know what I mean? So I'm just basing on that. So let's see what it does. And it's end of the month anyway, you know, and we got payday at the end of the month, so that should be awesome. So yeah, I mean, look at it. It's actually sitting on top of it. On the monthly, it's just sitting on top. This is awesome, right? You know, and I don't see anything here. On the monthly, I'm seeing a higher low. So on the monthly, I see a low here and a higher low here. I see this is absolutely bullish. Do you know what I mean? I don't see anything bad here. So let's see what that does. So yeah, that should be pretty interesting on the monthly. See how that works out. But yeah, what is this? Matic? Yeah, let's see what it does. Ethereum, here we are. Yeah, also finding support. Again, you see how it's finding support on these lines, and we drew this previously, you know. So let's see what it does. I wouldn't panic, as I said, 24th, guys. Wait until the 24th. Of course, I'll drop you a few updates here and there. But 24th, you know, as we mentioned on the title, you know, is it bullish or is it bearish? Well, so far everything is showing bullish for us. You know, there's a little bit of a bearish divergence, of course, but everything else is indicating that it's part of the cycle. It is that month. It is that month of September, and ultimately, you know, we've got an opportunity to continue because historically, as you can see, you know, we've had plenty of Septembers like this. This is not the first September that's like this, you know. Historically, we've had more Septembers like this. So it's a September month. let it be. You know what I mean? Let it be. It's crypto. Let it be. You know, because when it comes back with vengeance. You know what I mean? So after a dead September like this, you know, a couple of dead months like this, when it comes back with vengeance. And when it does, you can see what kind of moves it does, right? So just using that, I'm not really hyping anything. I'm not saying, oh, we're gonna go super bullish on that. I'm not gonna give you a 500k target. No, 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 guys. Just be realistic, right? We're just going to be realistic, and we're just going to let the Fibonacci tell us what this number would be. How about this, right? So let's use this data. Let's use this monthly candle and say, if this was the situation and if Fibonacci's love to do what they love to do, then what would be our top of the market? Oh my days. Now, I didn't mean to do that, but that's what the Fibonacci said. It says $102,000. Do you know what I mean? So based on the Fibonacci, we can go all the way up to $102,000. So let's see what this does. And it's quite funny because $102,000 is the Fibonacci top, and then it's telling us the market cycle bottom maybe around the $41,000. How insane is that? Isn't that exactly where we're sitting right now? Pretty much. So let's see what this does. At text, word week hack on Telegram, piece of cake, stop spamming caps, warning. Who the hell was that? Nightbot caught someone. Oh, so we got a scammer on the live chat. Yeah, guys, whenever you see someone asking you to go to Telegram and calls himself a hacker or whatever, I mean, are they silly or something? Call yourself World Hack One on Telegram. Why would people want hackers? You know what I mean? Out of the box, what are you listening, by the way? What do you mean? In the background? Well, okay, there's two backgrounds here. So one is a music album that I have, which is no copyright music. I listen to quite a few of those. That's what you're listening to. And the other one you're probably hearing in the background is actually in my restaurant, because I am actually in the restaurant right now. Let me activate a camera for you so you can actually see the background. And I'll probably take it for a walk and actually have a cigarette as well while I'm at it. So let's bring the camera on. Ah, there we are. So as you can see, the camera's on. I'm actually sitting in the restaurant. I've got the full bar behind me. No drinks allowed, obviously. I don't drink. But yeah, we're here. I'm chilling. Yeah, as you can see, this is where I am, just having a nice little chill. Talking with you guys while business is actually a little bit quiet right now. But yeah. OC, yeah, someone's spamming the chat. Basically, they're not spammers. What they are, they're just scammers. They're not spammers. They're actually scammers. So they try and take you onto their Telegram group and whatnot, and they try to show you links and like, oh, give me some money or whatnot, and you know, they're gonna scam you. That's what they're gonna do. So remember, you don't need to pay for anything for no good reason, and nobody, you know, there's no such thing as free money. There's always something at the end of it. So do understand. And this is why I say to people, just be careful. I'm fed up of them. I see so many of them so many times. It's ridiculous, right? Complete bunch of scammers. But yeah, and the worst thing is they actually think if they call themselves hacker this, hacker that, people will fall for it. It maybe 1 out of 1,000 do, sadly, and they actually replied to them. And I said to them, guys, don't do that because you're just gonna get yourself wrecked. Do you know what I mean? So pretty sad, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Those are the biggest. Yeah, exactly. The Telegram ones. You know, Telegram. They bring you there, and they don't allow you to talk to them, by the way. And they say, oh, send us this, and we'll do this for you. So you got to be really careful. You know what I mean? Because these are the guys. They're out there to take your money. You know, some of them will say, oh, do you know what? If you give us 0.1 Bitcoin, we can make it into 1 Bitcoin for you. And people are so gullible. Some people give it to them, right? And they'll take that Bitcoin and they'll just delete the account and block you, and then you can't do fuck all, right? So this is exactly what happens. So yeah, I mean, you got to be really, really careful, guys. You know what I mean? How can someone believe those scammers? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Look, let me show you something crazy, right? You're going to be shocked about this, right? Look, give me a second. Let me show you something insane, right? Insane. You're about to see. Dashboard. All right. Comments. Watch this. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you. So many people fall to it. Like, let's just look. And I'm fed up. Look. Who's this? Great video. Felicity. Okay, this was KR. So look at this. Look, he calls himself Hacker Bedford on Telegram. And he's expecting someone to reply to him. And look, he's gone to my video and he's spammed it. Right, okay, fine. Let's have a look. Here's one. Look, I love the way they open up. And these are pure scammers. I love the way. I respect your work, mate. And then look, help me to earn 20 Bitcoin. 20 Bitcoin. Are you feeling all right? 20 Bitcoin. But some people will fall for it. And then you see, I'm sure that's half of these are his friends. And then the rest of them will come up and look, Richard on Telegram and this and that. And this is what they do. And basically, at the end of all of this, someone's going to fall for it. And they're going to lose their money. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. And I love, you know, the way they open it. Look, amazing content, because they know that when we read this, we can't see the bottom. Look, for example, I have been able to make 17 Bitcoin in 7 months. And then look at the end and they'll add that thing there. So, and these are just bots and all sorts of others are pure scams. Yeah, I'm not joking. These are just pure scammers and people fall for this because greed. They're not giving you 20 Bitcoin. They're going to try and rob all your Bitcoin from you. They're going to try and connect to you. Trust me, they're experts at this, right? Look, I was able to make 7 Bitcoin from 2.1 Bitcoin. I mean, seriously? Are you going to trust someone and give them your 2.1 Bitcoin? Seriously? So look, this is how it is, man. You got to understand. Scams everywhere. Look, tons of them. And they reply back to themselves. It doesn't matter where I put a video. Look, I don't respond to them because I'm fed up. Do you know what I mean? I'm fed up. It's the same ones over and over again. Same ones. And I've noticed also some of those try to come to Discord. But obviously on Discord, I have this default. So if you join Discord, unless I've known you, I've seen you, I don't verify you. You know what I mean? So you'll notice that when you're there, I put you as a legend, right? So that means you've come from YouTube. You're a legend. So some of those guys, they come in and because they don't have any access, they come back and they try and talk to me directly. And I'll be like, yeah, what? So sorry, who are you? I don't know you, and what am I supposed to do with this? And I'm like, oh, I don't support this. So this is the kind of stuff you get, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's crazy. I'm telling you. Are you all right? I'm dead. Dead where, bro? What happened? OC? What happened? What are you dead for? OC's died. What's going on? OC, don't die, bro. We need you. You're still young. We need you. You're gonna have to. You're gonna be, doing wonders in the world one day. You're gonna be changing stuff in the world, bro. So yeah, we don't want people dying here. Oh man. Ennis, I want to thank you, bro. For I mean, you came in the other day. I remember 8 days ago, you came to the channel. You subscribed. You became a member. Really appreciate that. And then you recommending me to OC, who seems to be a great character as well. And I love helping people who want to learn. You know what I mean? You can only help those who want to learn. People who don't want your help, you can't help them. They're just going to waste time and come. But I've got a feeling that OC definitely wants to go out there and do his thing, and he's passionate. I think there's a lot there. I was because of your comments on 20 Bitcoin. Oh, right, okay. No, but it is though. I mean, come on. If I ask all of you, I say, guys, look, I'm here, I'm live. Send me 1 Bitcoin, and I'll make 20 Bitcoins for you. I mean, you've got to be really stupid to do that, right? You got to be really stupid to do that. And this is what I said. Look, I don't agree with this stuff. I'm not here for your stuff. I'm not here to ask you to send anything. I will show you. I'll say, guys, do this. This will help you get some free stuff or whatever on a proper legitimate exchange, right? Do your KYC, whatnot, and this and that, and get your stuff there. But other than that, you shouldn't be trusting people. No, there's no such thing as free money and free Bitcoin. Great person. Thank you. No, you are also. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Love to share and send good love with everyone. Awesome, bro. Thank you. No, honestly, guys, share with your friends and family. Spread the word. Facebook, Telegram, wherever. Share it. It does really help. At least community grows. That's the most important thing. Smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, right? Because once the community grows and gets to another level, I know of course the chat may be filled, but trust me, even for me, even then you guys are still number one. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter, you know, if the chat fills up and everything, because I'm here for everybody. And I don't know if you've noticed, I literally pretty much respond to everyone. Do you know what I mean? Unless I don't have time, then I do say, guys, I'm not going to respond to chats today. I don't have any time, so I just want to quickly get it over with. But when I'm ready for a chat or something, I'll say, look, I'll have a chat. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. So yeah, I mean, you know, no point doing something and not doing something. You know what I mean? So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something pretty cool. Let's go back here. I'm going to put this on a minute chart. So we'll observe it on a minute and see what this is doing. Let's bring in a minutes chart. Let's have a look on the minute chart. Have a bit of fun while this pumps around in the minute chart and see how this does. So because it's quite cool to see something moving around while I go and actually smoke a cigarette. Give me a second. See who's this, right? Okay. And also what I've done is whenever you don't see my cursor, I'm actually reading the chat as well, so I can see the chat on the side. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just basically bring my laptop with me, go outside, have a little cigarette. I'm probably not supposed to do it on YouTube because obviously, actually no, that we're adults here, so who cares if we're only adults here? You know, this is only an adult thing. That's what we do. So yeah, this is my little place, nothing too fancy, but yeah, gonna have a little cigarette while I talk to everybody and move forward with this. You know what I mean? Pretty cool, right? By the way, do you mind if I ask a question about a question I asked you in our dinner? Absolutely, bro. I don't mind at all. Why would I mind? Ask me. Ask away. Ask away. I don't mind at all. Go for it. You're 22. Well, that's old enough. You know what I mean? You're definitely an adult, bro. Definitely an adult. Here we go. Look, back again. Look, back again. Look at that thing. Scammer. Back again. But my bot is really clever. My bot will delete those messages. Every time my bot sees something like that, it will automatically delete it. I love the night bot. It's the best. Doesn't matter. OC, don't worry about it. I've got 2 bots on the chat. Those bots will catch them and then they will delete their messages. So no worries, no one's going to get harmed on this. Unfortunately, I can't do the same for comments. So go on, OC. What's your question? Right, let's move back in. Also grab myself a nice little drink. Give me a second, let me grab a drink. Let me grab something to drink and then we continue. So OC asks, so you said load up your account. It might sound stupid, but what should I load up my account with? I couldn't find anything. Okay, no worries. OC, how about this? Is that what you sorry, I couldn't find anything to store euros on my Bybit. Should I just buy BTC when it's low and loaded? Yes. So that's what you do when you so when you're doing stuff on the exchange. And let me move into the main thing, and I'll put the, actually let me do this for you. Hold on, let me do this for you. Give me a second. Let me go to the main thing and let me activate the camera there as well, so at least you guys could see me while I'm talking. No issues at all. Put this here. There you go. Now let's move this aside and let's bring you in to my own Bybit account, right? So actually let me see if my Ethereum's arrived, because I've had some issues with my Ethereum not arriving. So let me refresh this and see if it's arrived. Nope, it has not arrived yet, so I'm still waiting for my Ethereum to arrive. So what I'm saying is load up. When you're loading up, right, so you go here, you buy crypto. Very simple. All right, so you go here, you buy crypto, whatever crypto you want, and say for example, you're loading up with euro. So this is euro. So let me just kind of give you a demonstration here, right? You're loading up with euros and you select your coin. So here you can see you have a choice of 3 coins, right? So you can choose one of 3 coins. So in your case, if you want to jump into BTC because you saw a nice little dip, you jump into the BTC, right? That's what you do. You jump into that BTC. If you want to buy Ethereum and you see a nice little dip, you jump into the Ethereum. However, if you don't want to do anything, then you buy USDT. It's a stable currency. So you buy a stable currency and you sit on the exchange, you're loaded, your $100 worth is $100. It doesn't change. So that's what you do. That's what I know. The best way, most traders, when they actually buy something or when they're ready for a trade, they normally would just load up on USDT and just sit on the exchange because it's pegged. You know, it doesn't change. The stable currency value doesn't change. You know, so if you buy, say for example, 100 euros worth, right? You're buying 100 euros worth, and say for example you're buying USDT, that value will never change for you. Do you know what I mean? What's going on here? Why did it do this for 100 mate? 100 USDT. What's wrong with you? Yeah, so there you go. You get 116 USDT, and that value doesn't change. Of course, there may be a small variation in the FX rates, but other than that, that's what you've got. You know what I mean? And you can now use this to buy and sell or do whatever, and that's how you load up your account, because it's crypto to crypto when you're looking at pairs, right? So that's one way of doing it. You know, just having that stable currency there. So that would be your key into the crypto sphere, and this stable currency stays stable forever, right? Now, when you go to the spot market, for example, and if you want to buy and sell, so here, for example, I've got 0.6 BTC loaded up. Of course, I won't be able to buy because I don't have any USDT. As you can see here, it says 0 USDT. But if I wanted to sell, you can see I have 0.6 USDT here that I can actually sell right now. You know, and I just have to choose quantity, how many BTC I want to sell. So I can go here and say I want to sell 0.5, and it will tell me 0.5 order value is how much. What the hell is this showing? Oh, sorry, not 5. 0.5. So 0.5, the order value is $21,000. So if I sell, then I get $21,000 or equal to £15,000 in GBP. So I will get that if I want to sell right now. You know what I mean? Looking at this, for example, let me go on an hourly. It's no point selling because it's pumping. So why would I want to sell? You know what I mean? I can see it's pumping, so I'm not going to sell right now. You know, if I wanted to, I can, but ultimately I'm not. This is not there for this. This account was loaded for another reason, and I'll show you. So obviously, again, let's actually, while we're at it, so when we're talking about derivatives, right? So on derivatives, it's a different story. There's no value here. Your value is what you hold in your wallet. So for example, you go to assets, and this is how you work, right? So let me show you this. Let me show you this. Those service providers that are 100% legit, they're actually payment platforms, payment gateways, completely regulated. So they're all fine. They're all legit. They don't do anything. So that's fine. They've been authorized by the financial conduct authorities and financial regulators of your countries, right? So you see here, I can move it from the spot to the derivatives. You see, you need to move it to your derivatives in order for you to trade. So if I press all, it will take all of that amount and put it into the derivatives. And from there, I can actually open a long trade, for example, right? So I'll give you a good example. I'm not going to trade, obviously, because as I said, it's for another purpose. And I'll show the purpose later. So let's go into the derivatives and show you this, right? Just for a quick thing. And what I'll do, I'll go into the quick time frame as well. So we're not going to focus on an hourly, we're going to focus on a 5-minute candle here and see what the 5-minute candle is showing us and how all of this is reacting. So we can see the stochastic RSI on the 5-minute is down, so I'm not going to really bother with anything. However, if I do see if I did see the stochastic RSI here, for example, right, and I'll show you, I mean, let's observe this. If we find an opportunity, we'll open something. How about this, right? Quantity, we can do USDT, we can do 100 USDT, right? So we're going to do 100 USDT, and we can actually long or short the market. So we'll have a look at this and see what's going on. You can see, look, it's exploding. Look at the trades. Right, I'll show you, give me a second. I'll show you. Keep an eye on this. Watch this. So we observe, we see, and with this is a 5-minute candle. We can actually trade on a 5-minute. Okay, let's see what he's saying. Right, oh, okay, I'll buy USD. Then I needed something to be able to press buy and sell while sitting. Exactly. Didn't want to go all the way to buy BTC when the dips. And exactly. Also, those service providers, yes, they are. Dogecoin. Yes, I have some Dogecoin as well. I bought some recent Dogecoins. So, you know, it's an opportunity. Why not, right? When the market is giving it to you, giving you some discounts, pick up some Dogecoin. And I had some Dogecoin sitting around. So what I did was I just sent it to the exchange. But I've mentioned this many times before. So let me go here quickly to show you. I mean, last few days I've actually mentioned this. The only reason I've been loading up my account is because of this. So you can see we've got 3 hours left for this giveaway to start, and this is the launch pad, and they're going to be giving away free bit tokens for how much money you have. You can see, you know, the reward will be sent 5 days later, obviously, but the whole thing starts. And let me see if I can zoom into this to show you. Here, so these are the terms, right? You must complete the KYC level 1, which I'm done. To be eligible for the event, users from restriction are not allowed, obviously. Let's forget about those. The average daily wallet balance, so it's all about your wallet balance. So I'm not spending anything from 22nd, right, September to 26th. If it's greater than or equal to 100, then it will be rounded up to the nearest integer and will be basically given to you. Now, we also know that maximum amount they're going to be giving is up to 1,000 bit tokens for everybody. So there's no such thing as any whales buying. And what they're going to do is any remainder amount. So when you look at this 5 million tokens, anything remainder, they will distribute it to people who don't have up to 1,000 tokens. So some of the guys who actually have you know, small amounts of money, like I'd probably be one of them, so I might not get 1,000 tokens, but I will still be eligible to receive a little bit more because they're going to distribute the whole amount. And then once all the trading and everything starts, and there's a lottery as well. So for example, whatever tokens you get or whatever amount of money you get that many lottery tickets. So the lottery tickets give you an opportunity to earn up to 3,500 free bit tokens. And when we're talking about bit tokens, let me just show you what it's worth right now, right? So you'll understand how much money this is actually worth, and they're giving it away for free, guys. So that's why I've got some Doge sitting around. So you can see it's $1.47 the coin. So if I get 1,000 of these, that's $1,400 for nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I'm taking advantage of it. If I'm getting some free coins, that's what I'm planning. Do you know what I mean? So nothing else. And this is the only reason I'm using this whole thing right now. But yeah, as I just showed you, where was I? I was down here, right? Yeah, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So this is one of the reasons why I actually loaded up my account, so as you can see. So anyway, where were we? So as you can see, look, if this wasn't getting down, this is also coming down as well. We need to see it move up again. If it does push up, I'll open $100 trades, it doesn't matter, right? And we can do a nice little limit trade, order price, whatever we're going to do. So we can do something like this, like 100 for example, and just carry on this. So it's very small. Order value 1, let's see, 0.001. What's the order value? Order value 200 Bitcoin. No way, I'm not doing that. Sod it. But that's what it is, right? End of the day. So yeah, we don't need too much there. We want a very small one. Yeah, this is where they kind of freak you out when you do the quantity and everything, right? You can see this is where they really freak you out a little bit, you know. So yeah, you know, you can see how big the order value is as well. So if you did like 100 for example, all right, you can see this order value itself is worth 10 Bitcoins. Do you know what I mean? So when you're doing 100 USD by this, and then the isolated margin, the leverage, you can see it's worth about 10 Bitcoins. So that's what it is. It's a gamble. I don't want to take that gamble right now, knowing the market's going down. Do you know what I mean? And you know, I'll end up losing all that money. So you have to understand these kind of things. There's no point risking it. I'm here for something else. I'm not here for any of those things. So yeah, ultimately what I want to do now is move it back from my derivatives back to the thing, because I'm not here to do any derivative trading or whatever you call it. Don't want to do that. So I want to move it all out here, boom, back into my spot wallet, because that's where it needs to be for me to earn that reward. And I am still waiting for my my Ethereum to arrive. I'm not sure why it hasn't arrived yet. So I have some Ethereum to arrive into this as well. I'm going to put in total maybe around the region of about $30,000 here. Well, not 30, sorry, £30,000. That's what I'm going to put here. And then whatever I get for that as a reward for my bit token, I'm taking that, gladly take that, free money. Why not? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see where that takes us. So yeah, I hope this kind of made sense to you, right? How you buy crypto, how you load up crypto, how you trade crypto. You finally put some money in your account. Awesome, bro. Awesome, awesome. Welcome to the family. Welcome to crypto, man. Welcome to crypto. But remember, try and avoid derivatives. Try and avoid leverage trading. It is very risky. You don't want to be trading because you can get wrecked. You know what I mean? Especially when the market is down and when the market is messing around. You don't want to be in it. It's too much high. You don't do it. Even here, for example, when I was looking at that 5-minute chart, you can see, look, it all pointing down. You see what I mean? It's all pointing down. So it's not worth doing that trade. If this line was down here somewhere pointing back up again, as you can see, like here, then it's worth doing that trade, So that's what it is. It's just not worth it. As you saw, I'm tempted to set up an order, but I don't want to, because I have a different purpose for my crypto. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to stick to that purpose. And this is all part of my discipline. So yeah, hope this kind of helps. But look, the minute candles coming down, coming down, coming down. Also a lot of people ask, actually, this is another good one. Actually, I want to show you something. A lot of people actually ask is like, oh, what charts, this and that. Let me give you a truth. TradingView is the chart provider for 90% of all of exchanges on the planet. TradingView is the chart provider for every single exchange. So when you have TradingView providing for it, now you know why I use TradingView Direct. Do you understand? Because it's the same chart, and there's more tools available here. So that's what it is ultimately. But yeah, market's awesome. Oof. AVAX now taking a little bit of a dip, coming down now. E-gold showing up as 7%, but you know what? It's not truly 7%. Where's e-gold? Let's see if this is e-gold. Yeah, this is e-gold. Wow, okay, this is insane, right? So this is what I'm seeing on e-gold. So on e-gold, one thing I'm seeing is the RSI is flipping up, but the stochastic RSI hasn't really flipped up yet. And looking at the ATR, it's telling us there is a potential of going down a further $30. So yeah, I mean, we could easily go down $30 more, and if we pump, then we could actually start pumping up to around $60. Awesome, bro. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can always save these streams and just rewatch it again at your own leisure. Exactly. You just stick to a small percentage. You don't really need to make much, because that's once you get to those and you get more comfortable, then you start moving into the big boy money, right? You start going in for your 10%, 20% kills, right? And you make that money. You know what I mean? Because remember, what we are so fortunate to be in crypto. And actually experience something like this, where we can have these kind of lovely little candles, right? For example, this red candle alone, if you look at it, it was 18%, right? Almost 19%. We're so fortunate to be in a industry or in something that we can see these kind of pumps, right? I'll give you another good one. If this one here, this particular candle, it dipped all the way here and then it pumped all the way up to here, and that was a 31% pump. Do you know what I mean? We are so fortunate that we can see these candles in a single day, whereas if we go to the stock market, let's see if this chart loads up. Stock market, well, boring, obviously. Let's see what they did today. Let's do the calculation. So today they went down by 1%. 1%. That's all they did. They just went down by 1%. So that's your stock market life, and this is our crypto life. And you can see crypto life. We do mega moves, mega moves. we make a lot more money, and we don't even have to do a leverage trade. We can just buy on a spot and then just sell at this price. You know, these are massive moves. You know, even this whole body, if you were to calculate the body, and just look at this body, the body alone is worth 7%. Do you know what I mean? Just this one body alone is worth 7%. So yeah, very fortunate to be in crypto like this, you know. Okay, so it's dipping a little bit more. It's coming into that level. You know, it's this level. Where did you put it? Let's see. So there's this level here. It's trying to come back to this level. You see, it's trying to come back to this specific level here. It just wants to. There's nothing. It's saying I want to go back to that $40,000 level. Everything's indicating that. So it's going to do it. You know what I mean? It's going to do it. Because if you look at it, it just wants to get into this zone and eventually come to down here somewhere, you know, $38, $39 level. I think it will probably do it. I mean, we do have one more small mini support around this $40,500 level. We might actually do that and then see where it goes from there. So how long it takes for your money to come in? A few minutes, brother, a few minutes. It doesn't take that long. They actually do display it. So if you do look carefully, when you go to buy crypto, they actually tell you, no. 30 minutes is usually, so 30 minutes is usually Ethereum. Bitcoin can take up to an hour, depending on how many confirmations that they require. So that's what the coin does, right? USDT could take up to 30 minutes as well. So if you look carefully, I'll show you what I mean. All right, if you look carefully, look, 2 to 30 minutes, 2 to 30 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, right? So the reason this is happening is because it's to do with the network, right? So that's all it is. Sometimes 2 minutes, because some of these guys, they only need one confirmation. And remember, Ethereum does like, I forgot how many, I think 15 per second or something. I can't remember. But anyway, the point is they will confirm. If they're okay with one confirmation, that's fine. Or some people want 15 confirmation. So if they want 15 confirmation, that's 15 minutes. Some people want 30, then that's 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Bitcoin does a confirmation every 10 minutes. And some people say we want one confirmation, so that's 10 minutes. If they want 3 confirmation, then that's 30 minutes. If they want 6 confirmation, then that's 1 hour. Very simple maths, right? And it's all part of the game. We understand this, so it's okay. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry too much. It's coming usually within a few. I mean, if you use Bankser's quite good. Bankser's usually a few minutes. I've found Bankser to, if they say this 22 to 30 minutes, Bankser usually within 10 minutes it's there already. You know, this one I don't like them. They are pretty slow. They can be slow and they're quite fussy. They want your KYC every time and all these stupid. Bankser, if you do it once, you're fine. You're on Bankser network now, you know, and you can use that to do whatever. And I usually use Bankser to buy directly on their network if I have to sometimes, you know, and they're quite cool with this. So yeah, MoonPay is a new one. I haven't tested them yet because their offers are not the greatest. As you can see, look, I get 77 cents here, 74, 76. So I might as well stick to my 77. You know what I mean? I'll get more money. That's what I want. And Bankster so far has been always giving me more money. So I do like them a little bit more. But yeah, patience, my brother. It's coming. Bearish. Everything is bearish. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. You know, ultimately, you know what? The market will surprise everybody when everyone's thinking about something in a specific way. Give me a second. Let's get rid of this. Let's get a new one. When the market is, you know, going down or something like this, it came in exactly. Told you. When everybody's expecting the market to go down or something like this, right? Remember, the market usually does the opposite. So when we're seeing this, look, fear, extreme fear, 27, right? This is when the institutions, the bulls, come out to hunt. Do you know what I mean? This is when the bears are out there hunting, right? And this is where we are, you know, ready to go in and kind of be bullish, because the market does expect something else, right? Market's expecting everything to be all bloody, and this is when people are coming out to hunt those guys and then push the market up. And then the very same people who sold around these levels will actually FOMO back in here. It's a cycle. It's part of the cycle. Because it's a common mistake. People who bought around here, for example, they don't sell here. And then when the market dumps around here, they start selling. And they always sell below the level they bought. That's the most stupid thing I've ever seen. Or they'll be like, oh, I cut my losses. I got out. I'm so smart. No, you're not smart. You're stupid. You are absolutely stupid if you sold your coins for less than what you bought it for. Because it's an asset. It's a property. You own that property. How stupid are you? Your property doesn't lose money. You know what I mean? Good day with a ton of trades. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Patience indeed. Absolutely. Patience is always rewarded. I'll see, inshallah, bro. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Make little steps, step by step. Of course. Ennis has got to go tomorrow really early, 6 a.m. Awesome, bro. No worries. Thank you very much for coming to the show. It's been an absolute pleasure having you guys here. Awesome, bro. Rewatch it, of course, why not? I'm not gonna carry on too long as well. I'm gonna actually probably end the stream very soon as well. But you know what, it is what it is. Let the market do its thing, and good night. Of course, good night, good luck to you as well. You know, I'll probably do these kind of late streams later on. Not now, I mean next season or something. Right now, today I just didn't have enough time. I had a few bits and bobs I needed to do, so I was going to push something out about 3 o'clock, but then something else came up and I said, no, I have to do this. Well, I was getting some calls actually while I was kind of talking to OC, and so yeah, you know, I kind of returned the calls, and from that point onwards it was there. But OC, I hope what you learned today was valuable to you, bro. I hope it was valuable. That's the most important thing. Absolutely, bro. Fists, you know what I mean, right? We're going to the moon, bro. We're stronger together. That's the most important thing. But yeah, I hope you found value. You understood. And as I said, you know, if I've got time, I'll happily teach you. It's not a problem. I'll teach anybody. And also, we are going to be soon doing something quite unique actually. So you see here, I've set it up already. I am talk about chilies, please. Himi, where are you? Are you on the stream, Himi? If you are on the stream, come and say hi. Because I wasn't looking at this, as you can imagine, because I'm streaming, obviously. So yeah, we are going to do this YouTube live school soon. So that would be quite cool, where if we get enough people, enough demand, say like, you know, if we get about, say, you know, minimum at least 20 people to 50 people, I will start doing a live stream school, for example. So we're going to do some lessons and trainings, and we'll do some Q&As, and basically do some chart analysis and go deeper into it about how this works and how that works, and a little bit of information. So hopefully that helps everybody. So we are going to do something very unique here, and it doesn't cost you anything, guys. It's completely for free. As I said, if I have enough people ready for it, then I'll announce the date when I'm going to start it, and we'll do like maybe 10 sessions, 10 videos, and go through them and have some nice little thing. So something unique, a whole brand new playlist, you know, kind of talk about you know, where crypto can go. So Himi asks, talk about chilies. So I just dropped some chilies in there. I forgot the ticker, so let me go and get the ticker. I think it's CHZ. Let me just check. CHZ, it is CHZ. So let's bring CHZ, right? Sorry about that, Himi. I don't follow these little ones, because they're basically just hype coins, so I don't really follow the hype coins. But let me bring some CHZ. Because CHS is similar to, think about NFTs. It's like, yeah, it's there, so many fans, oh great, but ultimately what you have to understand is, does it really have anything else in there apart from a few fans buying, and is it going to really survive? Of course, they're going to just keep on throwing you know, players and whatnot at it, but ultimately, is it actually going to be a great coin to keep my investment in? Not entirely. And you can see it's suffering exactly the same as the entire market, but it has done its parabola, right? So when you look at this from where it was absolutely nothing. It has come up, it has followed the market, the cycle, and it's still following BTC. So if you want to look at chilies, you might as well just focus on BTC and forget about this, because this is going to make a move similar to what BTC is doing. You know, when we're looking at this, I don't think the single candle here is actually different to BTC. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it to the daily and see what's going on. So yeah, I mean, look at this. Every single candle here is the same as this. You know what I mean? So again, this is proof that the entire market reacts the same way. So I hope this kind of helps. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much of a target. I mean, if you've bought it recently, then your target should be around to wherever we go. So this is the recent. If we do go high up, then it should be around the 6 cents if you bought it recently. On the downside, if we did get a dump, our dump should be around this level. And so far, we broke that dump area, guys. As you can see, look, we broke that dump area. This would have been the line that we should have helped support, right? This line here. So let's have a look. Let's bring it down here and I'll show you what I mean. So there's a lot of data here. You can see, look, this should have been the line we should have held as support. It broke down, it broke below support. So now the only thing we have remaining is around this area here, right? So around this area here, you can see we do have a nice little support here, but that's about it. After that, look, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. So be careful, and this is one of the reasons why I say to people, I say, guys, if you haven't bought something, now is not the time to buy. When the market is at these kind of levels, these heated up levels where we are completely unsure what the market's going to do, right? Because this crazy Bitcoin here hasn't gone back to where it needs to. And remember, this particular $58,000 level here, this line here, this 58, 59, actually showing at 59, but this area here, if we don't break this, the market's not continuing. It's going to come down. This all could have been just part of a fake out. And I've mentioned this, a few weeks ago, many weeks ago, actually, I've mentioned this. I said, all of this looks great, but I'm not positive until I go up here, because this then gives me the confirmation that we're now moving back up again. Until then, we can easily come all the way up here, look like a test, and we go down, because this one red candle, so if you're looking at the daily, for example, this one red candle is a very powerful red candle. We need to break this in order to change the psychology. And then after that, we've got only 2 more candles to break, because this one, technically, if you look carefully, invalidates all of this and moves us forward. And then after that, we've got 1, 2, 3 candles, which is easy. If we can break this one candle, I think we're going to smash through the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? Because it brings in the confidence in the market. So yeah, I just hope everybody understands what's really going on. This is one of those moments. It's like buy the dip, but the dip is going to continue until the 24th. I hope I'm wrong. I just absolutely hope I'm wrong, but we can't deny this date, this 24th. We can't deny, and neither can we deny the patterns that we already know about, how these patterns work. Right, we know every one of these patterns play out every single time, so we can't deny any of that thing. Do you know what I mean? So here, for example, and you can see the dates are here, the 24th is here, right? It's a fact, you can't change that. You can see the next time we're going to have it is on the 29th of October. It's a fact, we can't change that. And we also know that based on this one fact, that whenever the market dumps before, you see how it dumps before, then we eventually see a nice little pump, right? So whenever the market dumps, we do see a nice little pump. So that would be a nice little recovery pump. Let's see what it does ultimately. But right now, as I said, it's too late for us to do anything because of all of this, what we had here, too late. So ultimately, give it that next few days. And then hopefully we can see a nice little recovery, or actually decide what we want to do with the market. But this is a key day for us, because you've got 2 of the largest cryptocurrencies that are going to have their options expiry. Futures as well, same thing. And on the futures trading, they've been actually trading quite low. So people have been predicting Ethereum prices to be low. So market is bearish, guys. Market is absolutely bearish. Let's have a look at the order books. What's the order book saying? Yeah, showing bullish, but I wouldn't trust any of that. I mean, of course, they're trying to defend it. We know they're trying to defend it. I'm still going to wait and see exactly what the market does, because this is telling me, of course, the spot exchanges, people are buying the dip. This is 100% confirmation people are buying the dip, you know. But even then, I wouldn't really bother too much with this, because if you look carefully, look at these liquidations, for example. This just tells me that it's just, even though they're buying, they're still getting wiped out. They're still getting their asses handed to them. Look at this. Look at this. These are the people who are getting wiped out. Everybody's greedy, and this is all greed, liquidation greed. So they are getting done over there. So yeah, I feel sorry for these guys. Let's have a look at the hourly. Let's have a look at this on an hourly and see what's going on. 4 hours, not much, but overall, I mean, if you look carefully, overall over the whole day, we did have a lot. Hold on, did I step in at a wrong time? Probably should have waited till after the 24th, or does that not affect day trading? Day trading doesn't matter. Day trading, you are only trying to make a percentage. So when you're trading on a day trading, or you know, anything like that, you're only trading these candles. So remember what I said to you, like we're on a 4 hourly right now. Each candle is worth 4 hours. So that's all you're trading. It doesn't matter. So as long as you're trading, say for example, you're doing a long, you do your long. If you think you want to do a short, you do a short, right? Or you know, you buy, you want to buy here, you just buy. It's simple. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? So, and also you're in USDT. So if you're in USDT, it doesn't bother you, because USDT price doesn't change. Do you know what I mean? You're in a stable currency. So yeah, you're not in the wrong time. Don't worry about it. You know, stable currencies, they don't lose their value, anything like this. Everything seems to be okay. Yeah, e-gold coming down a little bit more. Some of the big boys are now dumping as well. Entire market looks bloody, and look who's pumping. So what do we know? Whenever money's moving into USDT, they're getting ready for something big. They're getting ready. I'm telling you, look at these guys, USDC, all of that. They're getting ready for something big, guys. They're getting ready. So the market will react. It's going to react when everybody's least expecting it. That's what I'm going to say. So other than that, guys, listen, I want to go and have a piss. I'm actually bursting right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the stream. Go take a piss. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I want to catch you guys on another stream tomorrow. I'll probably do it during the day or something like this, not during the evening, and move forward from there. But really, I'm bursting, so I'm going to go and do this. But listen, guys, let the market do its thing. Right? Like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. Right? If you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're doing. Right? You want no BS? That's where you come and get no BS. And other than that, join the Discord group as well. It's all free, end of the day. And we are going to run the classes and all sorts of other stuff very soon. It's just a matter of time getting the people together who all want to learn, and then we move forward from there, obviously. But yeah, other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on another one very soon. And I gotta run, guys. Anytime, guys. Thank you very much. So other than that, like, share, and adios, my amigos. I'll see you on another one very soon. Thank you to all, by the way. I am reading this, by the way. Thank you very much, OC. Of course, I enjoyed you guys being on the stream as well. That's what makes the stream valuable, is the community, not the people, not the host, nothing like this. It's you guys that make the actual community, bars and everything. So as I said, like, share the video with other people if you find value.